Aloha, Hawaii District friends. Greetings in the sovereign name of Jesus Christ. In the background is the chancel of the Christ UMC celebrating its 120th anniversary this November, widely thought of as the oldest Korean-speaking Christian church outside of Korea. As I return as the Hawaii District Superintendent, November brings to mind three things especially. First, the celebration of All Saints' Day on November the 1st. In the traditional Christian calendar, the traditionally recognized saints are those who met a lofty number of requirements to reach sainthood. Each of them, at first, had a day. Probably for most of us, the most familiar would be St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. When the number of saints designated outnumbered the days in a year, the traditional church then designated November 1st as a day for all of the rest of the saints. As time went on, the idea of saints expanded to mean any Christian who died and became a part of the church triumphant. That's what we United Methodists believe and celebrate. Since November the 1st falls on a Sunday only once every 6 years, the celebration of All Saints is celebrated on the first Sunday of November. Many see this as the Christian Memorial Day and often remember the dearly departed saints of the church, especially those who died in the past year. May we give special thanks for the many saints who were such an important part in building and supporting our churches. November for me is also the reminder that Charge Conference season begins this month. I rejoice in being able to conduct charge or church conferences for every church in our district, most in November and December, with a few in the new year. I hope that you can have a brief video up to 3 minutes long of your notable ministry moments of the past year. Please remember that in addition to the required forms, I will also wish to review all leases that each church has. We will also have some time to discuss the future of Camp Mekokiko. Most of our charge conferences will be by Zoom, but I will continue to visit churches in person and hope to visit all by the annual conference in June. I look forward to being with you and learning more about your ministries. Finally, November is the month in which we give special thanksgiving for all that God has given us and all that we have been blessed with. I want to express my thanks to all of you for your support, grace, and faithfulness during this time. May God bless you always. Grace and aloha, D.S. Tom.